C'est parti pour cette dernière course de la 6e journée de compétition avec un excellent départ de Mickaël PEPS à la ligne d'eau numéro 4. Il est parti vite, Mickaël PEPS, 13 centièmes d'avance sur les temps de passage du record du monde de Paul Biederman. Au premier 100, Mickaël PEPS est en tête devant Biederman et Agnel. Non, devant Agnel et Biederman.
Ouais. Mais seulement 5 centièmes d'écart entre Yannick et Paul Biederman.
Biederman
il est
et
bien,
Yannick Agnel en deuxième position.
Il est bien, il est toujours deuxième. Non, troisième.
Ah non, c'est Biederman qui passe en tête devant PEPS et Agnel.
Ça se tient à 13 centièmes de seconde. Ouais, Peter Van Berke qui avait nagé ce matin.
Very interesting to note that 3 out of the top 4 teams in that 4x100 free relay that we saw from the men earlier, they're not represented here in the 800. Only the U.S. team. Phelps going for that advantage. Of course, he has that American record time of 1:45.32. He did finish ahead of Grant Hackett in the 200.
He does breathe through his right. He cannot see Grant Hackett right now, so when he makes his turn on this last lap, it's very important he sees where he is.
The extension needed to come off those walls. Phelps has it, and look at this. The kick is there, extending the lead against Grant Hackett. You don't often see that. Hackett is a great last 50 swimmer as well, but Michael Phelps really trying his best to get this American team going. He will hand off to Ryan Luchte. His split this morning, 1:47.39. He's in, 1:46.49 for Phelps. A very solid first leg.
You have Ryan Luchte going up against Michael Klim. This is Michael Klim's first event of the meet. You normally see him at other events, but he's had to deal with shoulder surgery, knee surgery. He injured playing basketball. He's really had a tough couple years.
Klim, a fantastic turn right there, moved up on Luchte.
Klim's doing a great job of swimming against the lane line. Trying to draft off of Luchte. Luchte needs to move over so he doesn't get that draft. This is where experience pays off for Klim.
Coming into the 300 split, the Americans have definitely let the Australians back in it, at least from an emotional perspective. But just as we speak, Luchte now certainly not letting Klim move forward. So Michael Klim using that sprint speed that he's known for to close the gap on the first 100, but Luchte right now doing a great job of holding the Australian off. In lane number 7, the Italians sit in third. 1 more 50 to go for the second swimmers. We're about to come up to the halfway point in this 800 freestyle relay.
Michael Klim's starting to tire out a little bit. You can tell on his kick, he's not keeping that steady 6-feet kick like Ryan Lochte is.
Look at Lochte put that kick in. It's gone from a shoulder length to a body length. That has to energize Peter van der Kay, who's about to enter the water for the U.S. I tell you what, Michael Klim just started to fall apart. The wheels were coming off, that's for sure.
He just doesn't have that training behind him like he had going into Sydney. He's had too many injuries.
Van der Kay of the U.S. had a great swim this morning. He split 147.78. The Italians, as we talked about, Dara, making a move. They have come up into second. And right now, Ian Thorpe could very well have his work cut out for him if he has this much of a deficit to make up on Cleet Keller.
Well, Peter van der Kay has to keep swimming fast because, you know, Cleet Keller is a good swimmer, but Ian Thorpe is known as a relay swimmer. He can come home on someone. He loves to race him and play catch-up.
Nicholas Sprenger for the Australians in the water at this point. He had a great swim as well this morning, 147.73. So van der Kay 5/100 slower actually than Sprenger split. But Dara, you talked about it. The emotion is there tonight for the Americans.
All these guys are going off of adrenaline, that's for sure.
Well, it was interesting. I talked to the executive director of USA
My results have been terrible in my eyes in the last 3 years. So,
mes résultats ont été très mauvais depuis 3 ans selon moi, mais aujourd'hui je suis heureux, je suis content, je nage bien, je sens que mon ancien moi est de retour. C'est le plus important, je ne me suis jamais senti aussi détendu de toute ma carrière. On a mis des choses en place, je dors dans des chambres d'altitude, je dors à une altitude de 2700 mètres en ce moment. Ça m'aide beaucoup, je me sens beaucoup mieux dans l'eau. C'est le plus grand nageur de tous les temps. Je n'ai jamais nagé contre quelqu'un de plus coriace. Et ça me plaît, j'aime ce défi, j'aime bien nager contre lui, c'est marrant.
Where'd you write that speech? Yesterday. Nice job.